I am not at all a big fan of over-the-counter pain medication. I think that a lot of pain meds are just designed to kind of trick you into thinking that things are worse or better than they actually are, and it gets you into a very dangerous cycle where you're not addressing the root cause of the illness or the injury. But I digress. Apparently, though, there's a more natural solution, and normally you could just go ahead and, I don't know, bite down on a leather belt and then take the pain, but you could also trick your brain into feeling less pain by using an illusionary trick, okay, by getting yourself, hypnotized or something like that. Okay, a new study published in the journal Pain reports, there's a journal called Pain, that's pretty based, has unveiled an effective but unusual illusion that has exciting implications for pain management. The researchers were exploring a phenomenon known as rubber hand illusion, RHI, which involves placing a fake hand on the table in front of somebody while their real hand is hidden from view. Oh, I've heard of this stuff before. Okay. We've seen this, deal with phantom pain before with people that have lost limbs or something like that, where they set up a little mirror thing, okay, and then they just have their hand, just ball up and then release it, and then they end up, any of the pain that they're experiencing in that severed limb, or they're thinking that they're experiencing, and it ends up dissipating. Okay, so scientists have previously found that when both hands are temporarily brushed at the same time, many participants begin to experience sensations in the rubber hand as if it was a part of their body. Interesting. In this new study, the researchers used heat and light instead of touching. 34 participants presented with a rubber hand that glowed red, while their actual hand, hidden behind a screen, received heat at various temperatures and ranged from pleasant to painful. Participants found that their other hand to rate their levels of pain, and in the control group, the rubber hand was flipped upside down. What they found was that the rubber hand was facing right side up. Participants reported less pain quickly as 1.5 seconds into the illusion, and the effect continued as long as the illusion went on. We showed that the perceived pain intensity was reduced in the rubber hand illusion condition compared to the control condition. Lead author Martin Dyers, a professor of psychosomatic medicine and psychotherapy at Ruhr University Bochum in Germany. The findings suggest that when people perceive the rubber hand to be part of their own body, this reduces their perception of pain. Another reason the illusion is so successful may be due to the visual analgesia, a studied phenomenon in which simply looking at a body part that the pain reduces your perceived intensity of that pain. However, Dyers notes that we still don't fully understand the neural basis of this phenomenon. Exactly, yeah, it's like that other experiment that I was talking about a little bit earlier. They're not entirely sure, but they're thinking that it's connecting certain neurons and it's causing other things to fire, where, it just goes and it's so close to the pain. I'm paraphrasing some stuff that I read a long time ago, or think that I did, or connecting some dots that are out there. But using a rubber hand and using different props, okay, in order to manage pain, it's a lot better than getting people hooked on opioids. I guess that's an obvious conclusion to draw, but never thought that this would end up being the case. But not gonna go ahead and not gonna diminish it at all, because it's something that has very little downside, very high upside, but also could be very difficult to come across. So definitely have two minds about it. And no, a rubber brain is not required for this thought experiment. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.